Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. But we just need to make sure that we are hoping for the right things and focusing on the unseen. Today, you see, we are bombarded with news. Suppose a story comes out that a certain disease is going to get out of hand this summer. If we hear this story once, we hear it a dozen times or more. And make no mistake, today's plethora of news poisons our hope. Our faith has nothing wholesome to be assured of. We begin to expect those things that the news speaks of. We might almost say that we have faith for those things. This is a great danger, of our times. Too much news is poison to our faith. It's poison to a Christian. Now listen to Richard Wurmbrand on this subject. He says this: "Around me were Jobs, some much more afflicted than Job had been. But I knew the end of Job's story, how he received twice as much as he had before. I had around me men like Lazarus the beggar, hungry and covered with boils. But I knew that angels would take these men to the bosom of Abraham. I saw them as they will be in the future." That's an important point. "I saw in the shabby, dirty, weak martyr near me the splendidly crowned saint of tomorrow." But looking at men like this, not as they are, but as they will be, I could also see in our persecutors a Saul of Tarsus, a future apostle Paul, and some have already become so. Many officers of the secret police to whom we witnessed became Christians and were happy to later suffer in prison for having found our Christ. Although we were whipped as Paul was, in our jailers we saw the potential of the jailer in Philippi who became a convert. We dreamed that soon they would ask, "What must I do to be saved?" In those who mocked the Christians, we saw the crowd of Golgotha who were soon to beat their breasts in fear of having sinned. It was in prison that we found the hope of salvation for the communists. It was there that we developed a sense of responsibility toward them. It was in being tortured by them that we learned to love them. Today, let's see if we can imagine somebody as they could be and hope for it.